something to do this summer, and I see a couple of y'all in the audience that are going to do them this summer. So that's very exciting. And so do all of y'all have plans for the summer already, or can I persuade you to join us on a little program of ours?
Persuade us.
Okay, I'll try my best. So this summer we are having projects in 3 different countries: India, Tanzania, and South Africa. And as you can see, they're really pretty, so who wouldn't want to go? But yeah, well, life won't always be like this in the country, but it will be pretty cool and a great experience. And we really would like for as many people from CMI to get involved in these international programs, because we believe that it's a big part of our organization that we have people that have worked in the field, that they're not just learning all this theory from the workshops, but they actually have some practical knowledge that they can apply and even further their theoretical understanding of what exactly microfinance is and why it works, how it doesn't work, what are the issues, and how you can think about it on a higher level. So our international programs are a big part of gaining that understanding for the students that are a part of our organization. So these are our 3 countries. They'll all be happening at different times and during the summer and for different lengths of time. South Africa specifically, I think, has an 8-week program right now, and the other 2 are with 6 weeks. But the details are still pretty tentative. But it's looking like most of them will be happening between June and July. So, so May would be free, and then the beginning of August would be free as well, if you're trying to start planning logistically how that will happen. And then we have 2 separate forces on our committee working separately to create these programs. The first force is our task teams. So they have specific tasks that they are supposed to create and shape and design. And these are the client assessment surveys and report. And all of these tasks are, well, I guess not all of them, but they each are working towards something. So these top 3 are working towards projects that we will be implementing in the field. So what we consider a big comparative advantage of our internships is that it's not just a program that you go on, you actually create your own program. And so these 3 are the fundamental parts of our program. So client assessment surveys and report. So we have 3 different surveys from the Grameen Foundation, USAID, and Think International, and we're kind of working to combine each of those into our own client assessment survey. And then we're outlining a report after we've interviewed clients in the field, to write a report with our findings to give to the MFI. And then the second part is visual documentation, not only for the MFI, but also for us back here, to show other people at Carolina what microfinance looks like in the field, and how cool it is and how cool the clients are. And so visual documentation in many forms: photography, video, things like that. And then we have entrepreneurship courses, which is the main focus of South Africa. So if you're interested in that, South Africa, we're developing 2 different types of entrepreneurship courses. One is a 4-week entrepreneurship, pretty intensive course where the same people come twice a week for a couple hours and really gain some business practices from the courses, and we keep them, we build on each session after 4 weeks they're pretty competent, we hope. And then the other one is a 2-hour crash course. So for someone who is working all the time and also has 8 children, they don't really have time to make that commitment for 4 weeks. So we're developing a 2-hour crash course for entrepreneurship, basic business practices, the 5 P's, place, product, price, things like that. And that'll be done. We think it will be done each week with different people. We haven't totally worked out all the logistics. Everything's still in process. That's why we're still recruiting, because we still have a lot of work left to do, so you can definitely jump in. And then logistical planning is creating all the logistics for these programs this summer. And country background research and training. So before everyone goes off to do their own internships, we're going to make sure they're prepared to do that. So we have people investigating what it's like in country, what it's like doing research in a foreign country, what it's like interacting with people of different cultures, and being aware of how you stand as an American and things like that. So lots of things to learn, and we'll try and pack it into a 2-day training. And then we have the MFI specific projects, and those will be specific projects that the MFI tells us that they want to see. So for example, South Africa, they want a sort of competition for businesses. So we're creating, I don't know if any of y'all have heard of the Carolina Challenge, entrepreneurship people here. So they want a sort of Carolina Challenge to happen while we're down there. So we're creating a framework for how to run that competition, and it'll be really cool, and we're raising the money so that we can give cash prize at the end as well. So lots of really fun stuff happening on our task teams, and they're in full force right now, and working a little bit harder than our country teams. So the teams are also divided into these 3 countries, and so each team has one representative from each of these 6 task teams. Does that make sense? So that on each country team, there is one client assessment person, one visual documentation, one entrepreneurship course person, so that the country teams are well balanced. Sound good? Questions? Comments? Doubts? Okay. So how the process works of how we create these programs. First, we find MFI partner institutions. And we're still working on that for India and Tanzania, but for Tanzania we have a pretty good relationship going with Finca International right now. And India is still in the works a little bit, but South Africa is partnering with SAEP for the summer. We have a contact down there that was actually a past general coordinator for CMI, so that's going really well. And then create your own internship. So that's what the task teams are all about, creating this program that we'll be executing this summer. And then we submit the internship program that we've designed for the MFI approval, because they're the ones hosting us. So essentially they're the ones that need to agree to all the things we'll be doing. And then the last part is executing the program during 4 to 6 weeks of the summer. And then, as I said, South Africa, I think, will be 8. And that's basically it. So it seems simple, but it's a lot of work, so we definitely would like more people. And so if you want to come on the program, or if you want to help plan the program, we would love for you to participate. Especially India and Tanzania are in need of more interns to go in country, so if you're thinking about that. We're really starting to get the fundraising efforts full speed right now, so we definitely need more man and women power to help us do those efforts. And so you can contact me. This is my email, and I think it's on sheets and stuff as well, for more info on when the task and country teams meet, because each of our task teams has a separate meeting and each of our country teams has a separate meeting.